Hey FlossTube, I'm Teresa. Welcome to Creative Whims Studio. Welcome back, everyone. I've been MIA. I was very sick last week, and I'm not doing so much better this week, actually. Now, last week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I was ill. I had a fever. I had drainage, itchy eyes, sneezing, just like it felt like sinuses. I thought it was allergies. But it lasted, and the fever kind of threw me off. I'm not sure why I had a fever, but it was like 100 degree, a little over 100, and I don't know, I just felt awful. And this is not like me to get sick all the time, but I felt better Wednesday, and then Thursday I felt great, Friday felt great, woke up Saturday, and I was all stuffed up, and again, the whole congestion thing, and I'm still battling it. Today is Monday, tax day, April 15th. I am so glad that this day is here and gonna be gone soon, because, you know, as someone that owns their own business, tax day is kind of a big deal. And it just feels good to have all of that paperwork done and everything up to date. So, ready for the new year. Anywho, I need to get my glasses. I have a ton of things to go over with you because it's been 2 weeks since I filmed the last FlossTube. And as you know, I started the April challenge. So basically you haven't seen anything that I've painted unless you've watched me on or followed me on Instagram. And if you belong to my Gather Dream Create Facebook group, you've seen snippets. But I don't necessarily show the whole painting every time because I want you to tune into FlossTube. So you can see the whole painting and then you can see the size of it, because whenever you look at something on the computers, look at pictures, you can't get your head wrapped around, you know, what's the size of it. My gosh, brain fog. So I have some announcements that I want to start out with. So from now on, for the giveaways, you have to claim it within the week. So you have to claim it before I film the next FlossTube. So if I post on Monday, you have till the following Monday to claim your prize or your giveaway prize. And I tell you what, I wasn't going to do that. I know Priscilla and Chelsea started doing that, and I couldn't figure out why. But right after they started doing that, I was getting emails from people that watched my FlossTubes from, you know, a month ago or something. And now I got to go back through and say, oh my God, because they didn't tell me what pattern they won, so I have to go back and look. And the other thing is the name that they have on FlossTube, you know, it might say 1852 farmhouse. But when they email me, they tell me their name. So I don't know who the heck goes to, you know, I don't know who they were on FlossTube. So when I go back to my notes, I have no idea. So it's becoming kind of a problem. So I just decided that I would give a week for you to claim your prize, and I feel a week is adequate. And then also, when you do email me, please tell me your YouTube name as well as your real name, just so that I make sure I get the right thing to you. So that's that announcement. The other announcement, you wouldn't believe what went down last week. I had someone contact me through Etsy. She'd purchased the cross stitch 3164, the Work of Heart Angel. What's her name? Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my soul. The one with the real cool chippy frame. Okay, well, she purchased that cross stitch pattern, and there's an error. There's an error on it. I can't believe she's the first one that has noticed this. Maybe other people noticed it and they figured it out. I don't know. But what happened was, very quickly, as quick as I can, what happened was when Jessica was stitching that for me, the highlight for the forehead and the nose and the chin and the cheek right here, the color I had chosen was awful. There was no pink to it at all. It was kind of just off-white, and it looked so out of place and it looked awful. So God bless Jessica. She knew I wouldn't like it, so she showed it to me, you know, took a picture of it and sent it to me, and sure enough, I didn't like it, so we, you know, she tried another color. It still didn't work. She tried another color and it worked. So when she sent that back to me with the notes of what I needed to fix for the directions and the charting, when I added that color that she added, because we kept that white color, because that white color was in the wings a lot, so we couldn't get rid of that color. We just added a color. Well, when I added that color, I must have chose the symbol, because I don't even think the program would do this. I didn't think the program would do this at all, where you could have two floss colors with the same symbol. Seems like that the program wouldn't let you do that, but anyway, it did. So there's two symbols, but they are different colors. So basically, if you have that chart, this is what you're going to do. The last floss color listed, it's like light peach or something like that, and the symbol is the 3 dots. Those 3 dots basically are here in the forehead, on the tip of the nose. There's a little bit right under the nose, the chin, and then a few. Those 3 dots, those are the light peach. So this is very important. Spread the word, please. I have done a mass email to all my shops to let them know. I have fixed it in the program, and I have, you know, everything from here on out that is printed and sent will be correct. I changed the number or that symbol to a star, and anyway, it'll be fine from here on out. But if you do have that chart, it's a very simple fix. Basically, and I'll insert pictures here so you can see it, so that if you have that chart, you can make note of it. And if you know someone that has that chart, please let them know. What a mess though, and it took me, it scared me at first, because it's really difficult. I know, I told you it's gonna be quick, and then I get off on a tangent. But I have the program that I design on, I have it on my computer down here at the studio, and I have it on my laptop. Well, I designed that one on my laptop, because the angels take so long to design. I like to do that when I'm at the house. Excuse me. So I couldn't find the right chart. I was freaking out. Anyway, because I had it down here and I had it up there on both. And it was a mess. It was a mess, but it's done and it's fixed. Okay, the next announcement is this. I finally hired an assistant. His name is Timothy. When he's bad, his name is Tim. So I'm going to insert a video here of Timothy introducing himself. He's quite snarky. He gets in trouble a lot, but he's so stinking adorable and so helpful, and I love him dearly, and I hope that he never leaves me, or I hope that I never have to fire him, because I love him. So here's Timothy.
Hey y'all! Oh my goodness! Hey Floss Tube! I'm so happy to be here. My name is Timothy. Timothy when I'm good, and Tim when I'm bad. Just saying. I'm so happy to be here with you all. Oh my goodness, I am Teresa Colgate's assistant, and I tell you what, she is a nice woman, but she has some qualities about her that y'all might like to know about. Y'all ain't gonna hear from me. But anyway, I just want to let you know, my younger brother, Timon, is a rock star. He is in the new Lion King movie. Oh, y'all, I'm so excited. I can't wait to go see it. Anyway, I just hope that y'all welcome me with open arms. And I'll share some stuff with you that I know Teresa ain't going to tell you. So, stay tuned. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Isn't he great, guys? Isn't he great? Let me know in the comments if you enjoy Timothy's banter and his little sense of humor and his snarkiness, and if you want to see more of Timothy. If you don't, I want to know that too. I think he's adorable. I love him, and he kind of comes and goes in my life. He's not always with me, but as long as he's here and you want to see more from him, I will keep him around. So as you can tell, I'm still stuffed up. So I'm going to be editing a lot of coughs out because I'm coughing a lot, and I'm going to be editing a lot of blowing my nose. So you're going to see a lot of editing in this video. I apologize for that, but no one wants to hear that or see that. All right, I have been working my tail end off even though I've been sick, because I'm one that I can only nap so much and can only sit around so much, and I mean I have to keep moving my business forward. So I still have been working. I painted every single day. I painted something. One day, last Saturday, I didn't get my painting finished. I'm not even going to show it because it's not finished, but I only had an hour and a half to work on it because we had a funeral. Kevin's aunt passed away, and it's his mom's side of the family, it's his mom's sister. And that side of the family is wonderful, but we only see them now at funerals, which is horrible. We used to have a family reunion every year, and that we haven't had in years and years. And yeah, a wedding or a funeral, but there really hasn't been any weddings or open houses, you know. So we see them at funerals, and we spent, like, you know, because after the funeral you have the dinner and stuff, and we always make sure to go to that if at all possible and visit and catch up with everyone. I had great conversations with his other aunt and his cousins, and it was awesome to see everybody, but it's just unfortunate it has to be at a funeral. Okay, what did I do over the past 2 weeks? I did a lot of things. I got my whole calendar sketched out, my 2021 teddy bear calendar. All of them are sketched out. I painted 5 of them, and I found an image that I painted in the past that wasn't for the calendar, but it's a snowman with teddy bears, and so I'm using that for the December image, so I don't have to paint that one. So I have six more images to paint for that, so that will be in my rotation for this month for my painting challenge. But I'm just happy to have all of it sketched. I have been kicking butt on my paintings, a painting a day challenge for April. I started 2 and finished 2 punch needle. So excited. They'll be released in June. I'm going to show you that. A week ago, last Wednesday, I met with my friends that I've been friends with since like 5th or 6th grade. One of them I met in kindergarten, Vicky. Met her in kindergarten, like the first day of kindergarten. She lived right down the road from me. We've been friends ever since. So we try to get together every month, and I get to get together with them, and we hadn't been together since before Christmas, which is terrible. So we had a lot of catching up to do, so that was awesome. Yeah, that, you know, not a whole lot. Oh, I had my last bowling this past Saturday with all my wonderful friends, and it was a potluck because it was our last one. So we did that. I bowled a 120. I hadn't bowled since February. Yeah, I missed January. I bowled February. I missed March. I completely spaced out March because I was so busy after market. I totally forgot about bowling, and I could have bowled that night. I was home chilling with my husband that night. I didn't even tell anybody I wasn't coming because I spaced it out. Anyways, what a doofus. So I bowled 129, a 120, and a 111. And on my second game, I won the, like, you put in $2. Everyone puts in $2 if they want to. And then they draw numbers until they draw a number that somebody bowled, and I bowled a 120 my second game, and that was the one that they called. So I won 28 bucks too. So yay. There you go. I know more went on in the past 2 weeks than that, but I don't know what else other than, of course, Thursdays with Ellery. Always a pleasure. This last week, okay, not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before, she was sick. And I really think that's how I got sick, because she was over on Thursday, I got sick on Saturday, and when she was here that Thursday, I'm holding her and playing with her, and the sneeze came out of nowhere, and she sneezed right on my face. Right on my face. 2 days later, I was sick. So I'm thinking it's some sort of cold I got from her. Anywho, could be allergies because, you know, our weather's been crazy. Warm and then cold, warm and cold. But I'm going to insert pictures of her last week when she was here. It's the first week she's felt good in a while. And she was so much fun. Oh my gosh. Smiles, laughs, giggles, chitter chatter, and love it. Her and Teeny are interacting a lot more, and that is cracking me up. She's getting to where she's trying to throw the ball or whatever toy Teeny brings to her. She's trying to throw it, so that's fun. And then another really cool thing is our son Kyle. He's the one that's in the band. He has band practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, he told me this past Thursday, I'm coming to see Ellery. He said, I changed my band practice. So I don't have band practice on Thursdays anymore so that I can come and hang out. He said, I feel like I'm missing out on Ellery. And I'm like, well, you kind of are, sweetheart, because she's changing so much. And he wants to be a part of her, you know, life. And I just, melt my heart. Melt my heart. So I'm going to insert a picture of the boys here and Kevin, because Kevin ended up getting my cold too. So he was kind of chill when she was here last Thursday. It's a picture of all three of them. And she's like our entertainment. She just walks around making us laugh. So that's what I've been doing the past couple weeks. I think now I won't keep you in any more. Oh, I'm sorry, one more announcement. I bought these calendars. It's 2019 calendar, Messages from Your Angels. Doreen Virtue is the person that does the writing in this particular calendar. Well, anyway, the company, Amber Lotus, they choose 12 different artists' angel paintings to make the calendar. They chose one of mine for 2019. The 2020 calendar will also have one of my angels in it, but they change. It's something different because there was some, oh, what do you call that word? Not drama. Anyway, Doreen Virtue evidently got herself in a little bit of trouble. So the new angel calendar for 2020 is not a Doreen Virtue calendar, but it has angels and, you know, from 12 different artists. So here's the cover image. It's not my angel. I bought these and then I never put them for sale on Etsy, and I have like 10 of them, and I don't want or need 10 of these. And I know since it's, you know, halfway through April, I'm not going to charge full price for them. I'm going to sell them for $5 each. I don't even know what I paid for them. I think it was more than $5 each, but I'm selling them for $5 each just to get rid of them. But here's the angel of mine that's in the calendar. And unfortunately, it was a February image, so when you do get the calendar, you were already past February. But there's some really beautiful images in here. Really pretty angel paintings in here. So, like, here's May, so you'll get to enjoy that one. Let's put my glasses on. I can tell you painted that. It's so pretty. It's got bluebirds in it and stuff. Where does it say? Oh, Sanctuary by Sheila Walk. And then December is very kind of mystical, magical looking. So if you're interested, it'll be at the Etsy shop. $5. It's all $5. All right, so finishes. Finishes. My voice is kind of weird. I got a new cross stitch back, and there is something on it that I'm going to change. She stitched it the way I charted it, but I tried to put snowflakes on the sheep and the snowman, and I don't like it at all. And that is not her fault. That is my fault. So I fixed it in the chart, and then when I go to learn how to cross stitch with Donna Fidowa, I'm going to rip those out, and she can help me figure out how to stitch those. So this one's going to have a companion piece. This one's called Peaceful Snow, and the other one is a Santa with a house and a reindeer with a sheep, and a sheep on the back of the reindeer and a chicken on top of him or something like that. But anyways, isn't that cute? It's got a little chicken on that sheep and the snowman and all. So that will be coming out in June. But yeah, you can see those snowflakes that just don't look right. The companion piece I hope will be done for June too, so that you can purchase both of them, because they'd be really cute finished together and hanging together in your house. So that is that. I know June's gonna be here before you know it. It's freaking me out. Okay, I started and finished this one over a week ago. This one's called Lumina Dreams punch needle. I'm in love with this. I've been using a lot of gray lately, so I love that gray color. That will also be released in June. I'm taking the time to put these back. I have to, because if I put them in the wrong bag later, that would mess me up. All right. My second start and finish is, oh, I don't have a name for him. I just forgot I didn't name this one yet. Is he cool or what? Again, a gray sky. But I love, it's like a cold gray. And look at the 4 little snowmen down below and the little funky trees, and it says Mary. And I love his bag with the stars on it. And the Mary, oh my gosh, I went round and round what color the Mary and the stars and moon were gonna be. I was gonna do, oh, I had all kinds of ideas. Anyways, I thought, well, just do a darker gray. Didn't know if I'd like it, but oh my gosh, I love the way this one turned out. This one also has a companion piece. I forgot about that. It's a snowman. I was gonna call this one Santa's Got Back. You know that song, Baby's Got Back? Because look at Santa's booty. I thought that was too funny. Anyways, you know, my weird sense of humor. It may be called that. Santa's Got Back. I don't know. The snowman's kind of the same way. So, it could be Snowman's Got Back. So those are my finishes as far as cross-stitch punch needle. So far, everyone has been really liking, seeing my art. And you know, when I first started this, I was doing all the cross-stitch punch needle first, and then I would go into my art. That way, if you don't want to see the art, you can, you know, bow out. But everyone likes to see it, so I'm going to just go into that now since I'm talking about finishes. I think it makes sense. So here we go. Oh, well, I showed this last week, or not last week, but my last video. And I have ideas for the inside. I'm going to paint the inside black, and then I'm going to put some vintage looking fabric in the top part and then the bottom part, and I'm going to make it like a place to keep special things. Like I have some things from when my dad passed, and you know, we went through all his things, and you know, just mementos that are small that will fit in here. So that's makes me want to cry. Here is an angel that I painted, and I tried this new satin finish because I usually do a matte finish, and it's a little too shiny for me. I think I might go ahead and put the matte finish on. The reason I wanted to do satin instead of matte is because the satin finish tends to, satin and gloss, make the color pop. The colors tend to pop a little more. The matte kind of mutes the colors. This is the first time I've painted an angel in the round like that, and I really, really like it. And I have, I think 2 more of these that I think I actually purchased them originally to put round punch needle on, but I love these little angels so much that I think I'm gonna go ahead and do those instead. All right, what else did I paint? I gotta pause and blow my nose. Okay, I painted, excuse me. This is the January 2021 calendar image. I painted the February 2021 calendar image. This one is, ooh, I want to say, no, this one's August because National Friendship Day is in August. And it says Celebrate Friendship. And the white border here, I actually, in Photoshop, I had a really cool textured, like just a texture that I do for, anyways, this is gonna be this color of his shorts. But that cupcake, I'm just in love with this painting. And again, gray. I've never used gray in my paintings for the calendar ever. And I love that color, so there you go. That was August. This one is September. It says a morning walk is a blessing. I got the little puppy dog in there. Little puppy dog. And then I painted the October one. So today's the 15th, so I should have a total of 14 paintings done because I haven't painted yet today. After I film this, I'm going to paint. Now, I worked on my commission paintings. Though the one is done pretty much. The second one is almost done. I have maybe 3 more hours on it. And I counted those when I worked on those, I counted two days for one painting because they're so huge. And I'm going to show you now. I'm just super excited. This is the second one. And this is the one I still have about at least 3 more hours on. Because I got to do all the detail in the shells. I got to fix her face somewhat. Her hair's a little bit too reddish. I think I'm going to make it a little bit more brown. And the waves, I love the way the waves turn out, but I think I'm going to lighten those a little bit because they look kind of stormy. And I don't want it to look stormy. So there you go. Now, when I show you the other one, oh, and I got to lighten the wings. The wings will be a lot lighter. You can see I started lightening them here. But her face is beautiful. She's really coming along nicely. And then the first one, I love the way this one turned out. I absolutely love her gorgeous face. I love her so, so much. And then, but what I'm changing is because when I got this to this point, I took pictures and I sent it to Karen because I want, I'm at the point where this is where changes can still be made. I love the way the water turned out on this one too. Once I do the sanding and the staining, or the sanding and the crackling, I can't go back in and change things. So I didn't realize at the time she didn't like red. So I'm going to paint this. We went back and forth on kind of what color we wanted to do. And we decided to do silver. Use silver paint so it's kind of glistening. We'll see how that goes, but I think that'll look really pretty. And then I'll have to add silver in the other angel, probably in her halo and in her dress somehow. I'll probably put a little silver in her halo too. So I'm super excited. I'll have these done. She's in Florida right now. And so she said she won't be back for a couple more weeks. So that gives me time to get them finished. Completely finished. I'll show you again when I get all the crackle and everything done, but I got to send them out to be photographed, and that can take up to a week, so I got to get them done this week so I can allow time for photography. I think that's it for the paintings. Pretty sure that's it. Oh, no, there was one more I missed. I missed 7. So it'd be 8, 9, 10, 11. This would be 12, 13. I don't know. Oh yeah, because the 14th one was, like I said, this past Saturday, and I only had an hour and a half to paint it, so I didn't get it done. But I love this girl. I love her. And I love her face. So when I first painted this, the face was just going to be nothing, like just a color. But I added the eyes and the little mouth, and I think she turned out really cute. And then this one I painted yesterday. I forgot these two were in here. Spring bunnies. This would be a really cute, cross stitch. It'd be a cute punch needle too, but really teeny. I hope y'all did not hear that. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's it for painting. That's why I wanted to do this challenge, because it's forcing me to paint. I've needed to paint. Haul. I have a little bit of haul. I've been sick, so I didn't really get out, but this was shipped to me. I have this cute little bunny timer. This thing is precious, and it's not coming in clear. This thing is so cute. So you turn the bunny. Is that not adorable? I'm keeping one and I'm selling one in Etsy, and if it sells, if people want more, I will order more. But I just absolutely love this, and I tested it against the timer on my phone, and it keeps accurate time, so that's cool. Guys, I'm in love with these. I only got one set of these, but if you want a set, let me know. Oh, I was gonna have the price for you, because that will determine whether you want it or not, right? Hold on one second. Well, I don't know where the stinking prices went, but I'll insert the prices here. I don't know what happened. My invoice. They're tin. See the detail in them? They're just like galvanized, like a gray color. And I don't want them gray. Well, I might actually keep them gray. If I hang them in the spare room, I have gray in there. I don't know. I also thought about, I have a dress form down here at my studio, and it's brown. And I thought about somehow attaching these to that dress form so they kind of come out. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. You can hang them on the wall, or do whatever you want with them, but I'm really thinking about painting them either a white or like an off-white or a tan or something. But aren't they cool? And then what also came in that package is this, which I absolutely love. This will be on Etsy. I absolutely love this. I wonder if my patterns would fit in that. Yeah, it doesn't. I thought that'd be cool if you put your patterns in there that you're working on. But isn't this adorable? And it's got these little spots that you could put paper in and label, whatever you put in there, you could label it. Oh, I just love it. You know what else would be really cool? Is if you have like Debbie Tabot figurines or something and have them in here, 1, 2, 3 in there. Oh my gosh, I love it. And it's got these cool little hangers. So it's just galvanized. So there you go. That's my haul this week. Actually, it was last week, but I didn't film. Okay, so I love watching Kitten Stitcher. She is probably my best, or my favorite floss tuber. She's just so full of information. She's very knowledgeable about antique samplers, and I love when she shares stories and educates people about antique samplers. So watch her if you haven't. But oh, this little ticking, I could stop that now. Isn't that the best? She does this thing, what she's all into And I love that, and I enjoy hers, and I wanted to share that with you as well, but I wanted to come up with my own thing. So mine are called Weekly Whims, and it just made me think when I decided to call it Weekly Whims. The reason my business name is, I mean, like the legal business name, my corporation is Teresa Kogut's Creative Whims. As you can see, I'm all over the place. I go where my whims take me. When I have an inspiration, I go with it. So it could be primitive. It could be, you know, teddy bears. I could paint one day something really beautiful, and the next day I could do a really primitive punch needle, or, you know, I do teddy bears. I mean, I'm all over the place. So that I love the word whims. I just thought Weekly Whims works because one week I might be into something. Excuse me. And I might not the next. Actually, if I'm into it one week, I'm probably still going to be into it the next. But the things I was really into was funny moose videos. Somebody posted this moose video, and I'm going to insert it here. And I don't know why I seriously laughed out loud. I just thought it was so funny. So then I decided I would search more moose videos. So enjoy these little videos. My second weekly whim is SpongeBob, and I don't think that's going to go away. SpongeBob SquarePants is the best. And we used to watch it when our boys were little. And of course, when our boys grew up, we didn't watch it anymore. We haven't watched it in years. But now that Ellery is here, we are turning her on to SpongeBob, and it's funny. Because now, when it comes on, my husband and I sing it with her. It's the best. Another weekly whim, and this is definitely just a whim, is naps. Because of being sick. Naps. Another weekly whim is nuts.com. I know nuts are high in calories, so it's not something you can just sit and eat all day. But if you are going to binge on something, it might as well be something healthy. And they're so delicious. Nuts.com is a family-owned business. And they have... It's nuts.com. It's that simple. Go there. Check them out. They have a lot of different things other than nuts. A lot of healthy things. They have organic nuts. They have just raw, uncooked, or unroasted, or whatever. No salt. If you're really into, you know, holistic and natural things. But because I don't like the no salt, but I don't like them fully salted because it's too much. So what I do is I like to buy like almonds, cashews, peanuts. I'll get their flaked coconut seeds, and I get maybe 2 of those salted and roasted, and then the other ones just raw, and mix them. And it's a healthy snack. Lots of protein, lots of healthy fat. So it's very keto friendly if you're doing that. That's what I do. Nuts.com. And my last weekly whim is gray threads. Just gray paint, gray threads, gray hair. No, I'm not into gray hair, but I need to do my roots, so hopefully it's not showing too much on this video. I do my own roots. So my girlfriend Kristen that lives in Tennessee, she used to do hair, and when she lived up here, she did my hair. And when she was moving, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? She, you know, had this secret formula that she did for my hair. She told me how to do it. Taught me how to do it, and I've done it ever since, and it's been, I don't know, Kristen, how long? I know Kristen's watching this. Well, I don't know that, but she likes to try to catch them. It's been, I don't know, I want to say 20 years or 18 years that she has moved to Tennessee. So I've been doing my roots ever since then, and it's fine. It takes me like an hour. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so I'm all into the grays, just not the gray hair. And a lot of people say, well, why don't you just let your hair go gray? I'm sorry. I know, and gray hair is beautiful. I'm just not ready for it yet. I have a friend that she let her her hair go gray, and it looks fine. It looks good. It looks great. My mom's hair is white, like a silver white. And I'm sure mine will do that someday too. But I'm just not ready. And I think it's an individual thing, you know. And it's not a big deal to color it, so I just do. That's it. That's my weekly whims. Excuse me. Question and answer. I usually do those earlier on. Everything's out of order, but I don't even care. Question and answer. Rebecca Rise. Do any of your children paint, draw, craft like you, or show an interest? And that's a big fat no. Kyle used to draw a lot when he was in school because he didn't want to do his schoolwork. But he used to sketch a lot. Ryan drew a little bit, but not much. Brianna, none of them do. They're more musical. Brianna played drums in band in high school. Kyle's very musical. Ryan used to play drums. He took drum lessons. He's very good at it. And he probably could. He's such a natural that I know if he wanted to do it now, he could pick it right up. But no, they're more musical than artsy. Charlene Reader, what program are you charting with? I use MacStitch because I work on Macintosh, but they also have PC Stitch. So she said it does a beautiful job, and I don't have anything to compare it to because that's all I've ever used, but it works fine for me. West Wind 23. So here's one of those. Like if West Wind 23 was to win, if she emailed me and didn't tell me she was West Wind 23, I wouldn't know who she is. You know what I'm saying? So West Wind 23 asks, no, that's not what she asked. Am I wrong thinking my fabric is your design? Okay, so she was saying that last week she bought 2 yards of fabric with dogs on it that look like the dogs that were in this book that I showed, the scrapbook book that I showed, because she bought it to make project bags. Well, here's the deal. I did a fabric line of these dogs. So it is very possible that it's mine, my artwork. It's been years and years and years, but I know that some fabric shops, they get fabric in and, you know, they keep it till it sells. So maybe they had it in stock and it just hadn't sold out. So it may be mine. A way you can tell is on the Savage, it should say the name of the fabric and then the designer name. It should say that on the selvage edge. Stitching in the Barn, Valerie asks, do you paint on canvas or board, and is it acrylic or oil? I paint on pretty much anything that's not moving. I paint on wood. Like these are called cradled board. It's wood and it's got this nice wood. I mean, this is a circular one, but most of mine are square or rectangle. I paint on those. I paint on like this box. I mean, I paint on that. I get birch plywood cut at my Michigan Lumber, which is awesome because I can get weird sizes that you can't purchase, you know, canvases or something in. I paint on canvas. Those 2 big paintings, angels I just showed you, those are on canvas. So, and I paint on antique wood, like this board here, you know, antique wood. So I paint on, I prefer, I can tell you what I prefer. I prefer painting on wood. I like it better. I'm not crazy about the give of canvas and the bounciness of it. Not a big fan of that. But when you're doing like those angels to buy cradled board, I don't even know if you can get them that size. So it had to be canvas. Emma Kaya, have you painted anything? Have you painted anything for your children or for Ellery? No, I haven't. And when I read that question, I thought, I mean, I really haven't. Here's my thing. My kids can have anything they want, pretty much. I mean, if they came over and said, oh my gosh, I really like that painting, can I have it? I'd give it to them. Depending on what it is. There are some antique pieces that I would not give away until when I'm gone they can fight over it. But I just, people have their own. Here's the thing. If I paint something for one of my children, they're gonna, even if they don't like it, what if they don't want it in their house? They're gonna take it anyway. But I don't want to do that if they don't want it. So I don't, if they ever came to me and said, oh, Mom, would you paint this for me? Heck yeah, I would do that. It's giveaway time. So, Sherry Altieri. It's Altieri. You win the Cross Stitch 057, which is this one here. Congratulations. Please email me at this address right here, or in the description box below. You can find my email there too. But the question last time I did the video was, if you could be any animal, what would you be and why? And she said she'd like to be one of her cats because they are spoiled and have the greatest life. A lot of people want to be a cat. I think because we're all tired and cats sleep a lot. The new giveaway is whatever you want, as far as whatever cross stitch pattern you want or whatever punch needle pattern you want of mine. You can pick what you want. I thought that'd be kind of fun. And the question is, what is your favorite thing about Easter? What's your favorite thing about Easter? I love Easter. My favorite month is June. So it's like once Easter gets here and spring starts coming, I kind of get spring fever. And then I just know June's around the corner. And June is when the grass is green. The pond is full. Water. Full. Blue. Beautiful. It's when all my flowers are blooming. It's just such a pretty, pretty time. But my favorite thing about Easter, I don't even know why I got off on that, but my favorite thing about Easter is knowing that God loves us so much that he gave his son to die for us, to be tortured for us so that we can have eternal life. Our sins will be wiped clean and we can live in paradise with God the Father. And we can be reunited with our loved ones in heaven. That's my favorite thing about Easter. I love, like this is Holy Week. Excuse me. Like I said before, I'm not a cradle Catholic. I became Catholic as an adult. And when I went through the RCI program, I loved the program so much that I became a facilitator for many years. I think it was like 7 or 8 years. I was a facilitator and, you know, went every Wednesday. And each year you got to meet new people that were coming through the program to become Catholic. And it was very rewarding, and it's something I might go back to someday. But I got to a point where I had to quit because both the boys were in school and there was a lot of homework, and got to a point where our oldest son, you know, we struggled with school and he really needed my extra attention and stuff for that whole thing. And so I had to stop doing the RCI program, but I loved it. And it really made Easter so much more meaningful to me because I saw these people come into RCIA and you got to know them deeply on a spiritual level and on a very personal level. And then you got to see them baptized and confirmed at Easter Vigil, which is, Easter Vigil is, you know, Saturday night. It starts at like, I want to say 8:30 or something like that. And it goes to like 11:30. You get home at midnight and you're exhausted, but it's the most uplifting, most beautiful Mass. And we don't go to Easter Vigil anymore because we're going this year because we have somebody that is a friend of ours that's going to be confirmed. So I said, wouldn't it be nice to be there for Easter Vigil? But just the whole meaning of Easter is just amazing. And Easter, when I was a kid, I loved Easter so much. We would go, if you asked me that when I was a kid, I probably would have said, because we go to Missouri. We went to Missouri every Easter. I'd have my little Easter bonnet on and my little fancy dress. And my cousin had, you know, her Easter bonnet. And my grandma lived across the street from the church that she went to. And it was just, and we're talking April in Missouri. We're talking all the flowers are blooming and it was beautiful and warm and a precursor of what was coming our way in Michigan. So yeah, a lot of great memories around Easter. Easter nowadays, as far as family-wise, is not as exciting as it used to be because we used to get together with Kevin's family for Easter. So the whole gang, you know, like I have at Thanksgiving, like almost 30 people and sometimes over 30 people would all get together, but no one's doing Easter anymore. So we don't get together with his family. And then my mom and Jerry are in Florida. So it's me and Kevin and the kids, and then Bree and Eric and Ellery, they come, but they come later because, you know, they've got her mom, they've got, you know, his mom, and then they come to ours later. So it's just a lot. It's a lot more condensed, and it's still amazing. Anytime I can spend time with our kids, me and Kevin can spend time with our kids, is Easter to me. So I'm super excited about Easter. There you go. So it's Holy Week, and we'd like to go to, you know, the masses on Thursday and Friday, and then Easter Sunday. But Thursday I'll have Ellery. This Friday, this is so weird. We're going to a concert. Now Friday is usually a somber day. It's the day Jesus was crucified, and it's kind of a day that, you know, is spent in reflection of that whole thing and how horrific it was for Jesus. And, you know, it's just a time to be real prayerful and not somber, like sad, because you know that he rises, but just a day of reflection. But we're going to a concert because when I booked this concert, I didn't know it was Good Friday. Anyways, we are going, Kevin and myself and the boys are going to see at the Capitol Theater downtown Flint, which I've never been to. They've remodeled it, revamped it. I cannot wait to see it. I'll take pictures. We're going to see the Guess Who and Mark Farner, Grand Funk Railroad. So it'll be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then a whole group of friends of ours, they've all bought tickets and they're going. And then one of the ladies I bowl with, she's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to the, you know, she called it the Mark Farner concert. Evidently she's in love with him. And so she, you know, it's like there's probably going to be a ton of people there that we know. It's going to be an amazing concert. It's going to be so much fun. But I'm just kind of bummed it's on Good Friday, but that's what we're doing. So probably go to Easter Vigil and then have family over on Sunday. So I'm super excited about this weekend. And I wish you, I think we're done, right? No. We got to do this. I was about to sign off here. What do we have? I try to hold it the same every week. Red 5-4 by Susan Glenn. R-E-D. 1, 2, wait, 5. It's supposed to be 1 through 4, 1 through 4. I guess I can do 5. I didn't even realize that. I guess it doesn't have to be 1 through 4. It could be 30. I could just sit here and do 30 of them. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I gotta start over because that distracted me. No, R-E-D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then number 4. That's so funny. Ah! Tell a funny personal story. Do-da, do-da. Okay. Funny personal story. Okay, so here's my funny personal story. Brianna and Eric got married. It'll be 3 years in May. This May. Yeah, 3 years. Okay, at the reception, so she had these centerpieces that were like these glass vases. They were like this tall. They were cylinders, you know. And they had these little things you put in them. Okay, little things you put in them. And you put water in them. And when the water gets in them, they kind of turn like rubbery and I don't know. You know, the consistency reminded me of those Tide Pods where you know, I love the squishy stuff like that, but it was kind of that consistency. And they were purple because her color she had purple lights and she had purple stuff. So it was purple beads, I guess you'd say. And then she had a candle down in there, a battery operated candle down inside of there. And it made a purple glow. Anyways, so after the reception was done and we were cleaning things up, I'm finding these on the floor. And I'm like, what the heck? Why are these on the floor? And I was telling my friend about it, and she says, oh, well, we were kind of throwing them at each other. I'm like, are you kidding me? And so this is how she tells me it went. She tells me that so all my friends were sitting at the same table. This particular group of friends, I should say, were sitting at this table, wives, husbands, And we're the couples, we're the people that all go on vacation for a long weekend every August, the first weekend of August, and we go floating. We have they have a pontoon. Anyways, and we just have a total blast. We're super close. And she tells me that 3 of my friends, the guy friends, were like threw them. We're tossing them at her and, you know, other people at the table or whatever, and just playing around. So I tell her, I said, oh my gosh, well, I'm gonna pull a joke on them, a practical joke on them. So I sent this group text to the 3 guys, or was it 4 of them? 1, 2, no, it was just the 3 of them. The 3 guys that were called out on this thing. And I told them, in all seriousness, I said, we lost the deposit to the hall because, no, I don't know how I said it exactly, but I said, when we were cleaning up after Breon and Eric's wedding reception, we were finding the beads that were in the centerpieces on the floor. And some of them got stepped on and stained the floor. And I said, so we lost the deposit on the hall. And I said, imagine my surprise when I found out it was you 3. I said, I couldn't believe my friends would do something like that. And I just left it at that. None of them texted me back. Like, this went on, you know, and they're at work. It's the midday, so I thought, well, they're just busy at work, no big deal. I just couldn't wait to see what the response was. Well, one of my friends, his wife called me, and she's like, Teresa, so-and-so was not throwing them. I'm telling you. And I said, okay, calm down. It's okay. It's a practical joke. I'm messing with these guys. Yes, they were throwing them, and yes, it was on the floor, but it didn't ruin the floor. I didn't lose my deposit, blah, blah, blah. The other 2 guys, like, took forever to get back with me. It was like late that night. Well, unbeknownst to me, those 2 guys are talking, and their wives, and, well, I don't know if their wives were, but I know the guys were talking, and I know the one guy talked to his wife about it, and they were just mortified. They're like, oh my God, because in June was Ryan's open house. So that's a lot of expense with the wedding and the open house the next month. We had it at our house, so we had to rent, you know, tables and all this stuff, and make food, or, well, we did actually make the food, not all of it, but anyways, there was a lot of expense, and so they were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she lost the deposit on the hall, and they really need the money right now, and blah, blah, blah. And so, long story short, I didn't know this, but they were freaking out. And the one guy thought, he's like, oh my gosh, our friendship's probably over. It's going to be so awkward when we go on our annual trip now. And he was, instead of just getting a hold of me and saying, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, and I could tell him, instead they were just fretting. And here the whole time I'm thinking they didn't get the message, or they were busy at work and they couldn't get back with me. I didn't know that they were having panic attacks. And they still say, I mean, and the one guy, after I finally, told him it was a joke, because I think I finally just got a hold of them and said, hey guys, it was a joke. Hello, I was messing with you. And oh my gosh. And the one guy said constantly, every time I saw him for like months after that, you are in so much trouble. We're going to get you back, you know. And so I just saw them this past weekend, because after we went bowling, it was those group of friends went bowling, and we ended up going to Kevin's gig. And I forget how it got brought up, but 2 of them were there, and they were like, yeah, we're still going to get you back on that. And I'm like, oh, crap. I keep hoping they're going to forget about it. So that's my funny story this week. I got a ton of funny stories, and I have them listed here. I have like 2 pages of funny stories, so I guess it's a good thing that it lands on that a lot, because I have a lot more of those than I do of anything else for the Chinese fortune teller. So there you go. That's it this week. Everyone have a blessed, blessed Easter. Oh my gosh, how exciting. It's Easter. Enjoy your families. Enjoy your ham and your deviled eggs and your Easter egg hunt. And oh, something that's funny is I saw this on Facebook, and my son, Ryan, his friend, one of his best friends, soon to be his roommate. Oh, that's something else I didn't tell you. Ryan's moving out on May 11th, and I'm just happy for him. I'm excited for him, but my heart is breaking because I love him and I love seeing him every day. But the guy he's moving in with, his mom is doing that, instead of hiding eggs in the yard, she's hiding craft beers in the yard, and they each get a 6-pack container, cardboard, whatever, and go around and collect their 6 beers. So they'll have 6 beers. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. And I was like, I was ready to call her and say, can I get in on this? This sounds really, really fun. Enjoy your Easter egg hunt, or your craft beer hunt, or your wine cooler hunt, or whatever you may hide in your yard. Enjoy it. Have a great, great Easter, and we'll see you next time. Bye.